few sections of the pipe with the perforations in it for drainage. And then we have about 60 feet of solid pipe. So that's a better scenario where you have solid pipe and you need pipes with holes in it, because we're going to try to add holes to enough pipe here to create our drains around the upper level of the foundation. Okay, well, our template seemed to work pretty good. These pipes aren't the straightest. I think we got a little bit of walk, partially because the pipe's all bent, but I think it'll work. When I checked the drill bit, we did stick with the 3/8 that we had, worked pretty good. And then with the 5/8, I found if you use it slow speed and just let it torque its way through, it seemed to work a lot better than the high speed. The high speed was breaking it out quite a bit. So there's one, several more to go. Depth that I want, but at least gives us a start. And just wanted to operate the backhoe at a slow RPM. I'm still learning how to use the controls on this particular unit, and I wasn't really going slow backing in there on purpose. But if you can see here, I got a barn, or a garage, a yard barn, and a telephone pole that's in the way. We got a little bit of a tight fit here. And we got some guide wires here. So, that much space. We got about as much as we can get with the tractor because it's just such a small space. I'm gonna have to hand dig the rest of this. Luckily Dad's got a shovel. You gonna go ahead and shovel all that out, Dad? You gonna shovel that all that out? Alright, now we gotta get this tractor out of here. Okay, got our trench. Never a dull moment here at the Flat Thunder channel. We got the Bush Hog 760 doing a little trenching. All right. Here's the mess we're making. So this is going to be a trench for our downspout lines and an extra drain that we're placing next to the house. So our downspouts come out here. We're going to have an extra perforated drain right next to the house just to make sure the basement stays dry. And it's going to come out down here by the sidewalk. Here's the not so glamorous part of the job. This line over here is going to be the high side, and it needs to drain to this side down here. And we need to dig a little out in this corner and adjust it to make sure we have a nice, consistent, or somewhat consistent fall from there all the way down to the sidewalk. Well, that's really the fun part. No matter what piece of equipment you have, you always end up doing some kind of manual hand labor. It's not my favorite part of the job. I think we're getting there. Okay guys, it's starting to get dark. I'm gonna continue working on this, but this is probably your last chance to get a good view of the drainage tile that we're installing. So this is the end down by the sidewalk. I'm going to maybe extend that piece just a little bit longer and baloney cut it. I have that rock sitting there just to hold it so I could check, to hold it down so I could check the grade, because it wants to pop up on you. So there we have a T configured. That's where our downspouts tie in. Then we have the perforated starting right there after that elbow. So 45 comes up. Then we have to dogleg around this box that I built last year for the escapement window. Still need to make a cover for that. That's probably going to come up hopefully before winter. Right now it just has a metal cover on it. Looks really bad. We're going to get a plexiglass cover made for it. So we dogleg back in. Continue the grade up. And then we also bend around and go about 10 feet to this side of the house. So it also has an upgrade. One thing you didn't see that I'm going to add is cleanouts. Well, are, because we're going to add multiple. So we'll cut the tubing, put in one of these T's with the bend, and then put extension pipe up to ground level, and then a threaded cap. I can't unthread it with one hand, but this unthreads. You put your snake down in here and use it to clean out the tile if you ever get any clogs. Goes right there on that 45 piece. Possibly one right around in there. I'd like to admit this part, but I probably should put one in there as well. And maybe one down there on the end. We'll see how advantageous I get. On all the perforated sections, I have this sock material. It's like a mesh. This keeps all the dirt from going back into the tile through the holes, through the perforations. So I'm going to try to not move the grade of the pipe. I'm going to slip this on, and then I'm going to start backfilling with gravel, probably gravel roughly this consistency from the back driveway. Hopefully be able to cover all the pipes and the sock on the pipe with gravel. And well, out there in the yard we'll probably maybe put a small bed of gravel on the bottom, but that could be covered with dirt out there.
So we got the sock on. I always use just a regular pair of scissors that I keep in my toolbox. Makes it pretty easy to cut this mesh. That way you're not monkeying around with a utility knife. And then just put some tie wraps. Hold it on the end to keep it from bunching up. And we got it all, the whole length of pipe wrapped in one piece. It's kind of skeptical at first, but she worked. Took a little patience. One big sock. We got a little extra wadded up down here at the end, right next to that T. I'm going to cut that off before we cover it up. Hey everyone, it's the next day. We're on the trenching project. Right now we are checking the grade on the drain pipe down to the road. I had to add a little extension on because yesterday's length was a little bit too short. So added this short extension. When it's filled back in, we'll have an angle cut here to match the grade. We're a little deep here. I didn't mention it yesterday, but if you can see the level bubble and get perspective on it, I tried to make the whole grade so the bubble was just touching the line on a 4-foot level. So this end up here is higher than this end, and it's approximately that much. I'll give you a view on a flat surface here after we get out of this hole. So check it, various spots. We got a little bit more here because the pipe has a little bit of a hump in it. And we're good there. Okay, so in these low, really deep spots here, I'm going to put some dirt back in before I wrap it in light gravel. Not that you needed the gravel here, but I don't know. I feel like it'll help protect the pipe and pack in easier than the dirt.
Yeah, I know what everybody's probably thinking. Andy, why did you put gravel down here? This isn't perforated. You don't really need gravel. I decided to go with gravel here to maybe protect the pipe by wrapping underneath it and around it more easily than this dirt. My dirt's really hard and heavy clay. I was afraid if I just jammed the dirt back in there, it would force the pipe out of grade and also try to smash the pipe. So I have extra gravel. I need more dirt out back. The dirt's really expensive for some reason. I ordered a load and paid pretty much gravel prices for dirt. So I'm gonna take this dirt and use it as fill, and using a little bit extra gravel here didn't hurt my feelings as long as it protects the pipe and makes it a little bit more robust / safe. The other good thing is if you're digging here and you start to hit gravel, you know something's there. So now we're going to try to break up this dirt that we smashed and get it humped up. Okay. Day 2. Got most of the dirt mess cleaned up. Still need a little bit more of grading here. Not 100% sure what I want to do. Essentially, we ran out of time today to work on this. So we got that big mountain of dirt out of here. And then we tracked in the line with the skid loader. I didn't want to do it with a Big MF'er because I think it weighs quite a bit more than the skid loader. Didn't want to crush the pipe. So all that's left to do down here is to baloney cut that with the grade, and obviously level this all out once it settles in. Plant grass. This end will be done up here. May try to form this. That's all gonna be rock for sure, 100%. Gonna backfill that all with rock to whatever height I want, and then maybe grade this area here so it kind of acts like a French drain to drain from back there down the side of the house out to the road. That's going to be kind of a rototill hand grading operation. Not really exciting. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you learned a little bit during this project and enjoyed watching. I did learn something myself that I didn't really know, and Dad taught me this, or told me about this. When you're connecting the joints of that plumbing, use WD-40 to help slide the joints together and orient them in the fashion that you want. Previously, I always glued them, and these fit so snugly together, you don't really need glue, and it's just an extra added hassle. So WD-40 on the joints and your drainage tile will go together a lot smoother, and things will be a lot easier for you. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked today's video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, leave your questions and comments in the section below, and hit that subscribe button. We got a lot more material coming out, and we might have some videos you might enjoy.